till we understand how connected we are. We're not gonna win, we're not gonna win.
Njoki, Gwendolyn Redding, February 2nd, 1953.
I was actually identifying families to honor at a gala for families impacted by hit-and-run driving. And so I recall Njoki calling me back with excitement. And she was very thankful and humbled that I have put together something to honor her daughter.
The 5 seconds. Well, I had gone to an in-service and left there and went back to our school. So we got there, we were going to do the second half of our day. And the principal, he said, they want you to come downtown to the Board of Education. So I go on. And then they told me, okay, you're here. Okay, come over here with us to this room. And the lady was very nice. So I'm still clueless. So she says, if you need us to come with you in the room, we're right here. I'm thinking, no, I'm good. So I get to the room, they open the door. There are 2 officers at the table. So I sit down, and they say, do you know Keisha Redding? Yes, my child. So we're here to tell you that there was an accident, and your child she's gone. So I hear them. They, she died. You know how you hear things, but you don't hear. You hear. You're clear about you're hearing what they're saying, but not really. The shock of it took a while for the shock of it for me. Because it just was incomprehensible. You just can't wrap your head around that this is real. And of course you wake up with one thought in your head on the morning you wake up. It was not that.
Keisha Redding's story got a lot of support. So in the courtroom, there were so many people there to support this tragedy, the loss of her daughter. But she looked on the other side of the room and noticed there was only one person supporting this driver that had been apprehended. So Njoki's perspective on this is that this was unfortunate because not only is my daughter life is lost, but we now have another family who has lost their lives to the system.
When the media came and all of that, it was such a whirlwind of activity. I can remember saying, I know what they said happened, but it's bigger than that happening. It was bigger than my child being killed. So to know that her being killed was this message that needed to go out for everybody to know. It affects every single one of us. We are connected. And until we understand how connected we are, we're not going to win. We're not. I think about the young man who hit my child, who killed her. The day we went to court, he had one person, one. I had a room full of people on our side. Can you imagine? Maybe the worst day of your life, you are alone.
So Njoki gave me a perspective of attempting to avoid blaming the driver, but embracing the bigger problem that we have regarding hit-and-run driving.
We're all connected. We all got to fix it. Because somebody else's child's going to go down. Somebody else's brother's going down. Somebody else is going to be in a wheelchair. Because we can't seem to understand. That's simple. That's not hard. We're supposed to be the intelligent, upright humans. Walking, thinking. What happened? Until we understand the connection, our hearts are going to be heavy. I think about my child. I never thought I would be going to the morgue for my child. Yes, I shed my tears. 5 years later, yep, I still do that. I just kind of can go down Lucas and Hunt, kind of, sort of, sometimes. I was in a class at school, and the brother, he said one day, he said there was a period in time when there was thousands of years of peace. Can you imagine that? And I can imagine it because if it happened, it can happen again. we can change things. We're going to, because Keisha's life is important. That 5 seconds doesn't always have to be this painful thing. But pain helps us too, helps us grow. It's all a part of living this life on this side of endless time. And hopefully, even through our pain, even through our sadness, there's some joy that can come out of this. People can live in a world where there's thousands of years of peace.